Frank Fritz, star of American Pickers, died at age 60. What killed him and what his creepy last words were. Found out Frank Fritz, a beloved co-host of the hit TV show American Pickers, died at the age of 60. His death was caused by problems from a stroke, which left fans and coworkers shocked in his last moments. People who knew Fritz say that he said some creepy things before he died that have stuck with them. Frank Fritz died from complications from a stroke he had in July 2022. Despite medical help and ongoing care, Fritz's health got worse over the past year. His death was confirmed by his longtime friend and co-star Mike Wolf, who was sad and thankful for the support from fans, according to people who were there during his last moments. Fritz whispered in his last words, "The past is never really gone, it's always with us, hiding in the shadows." These words, given Fritz's life work of finding secret treasures and relics, have a haunting meaning for his friends, family, early life, and career. Starts was born in Davenport, Iowa, on October 11, 1963. Frank Fritz became interested in old things and collecting them early on. He spent a lot of time as a child exploring garage sales, flea markets, and antique shops, which gave him a deep appreciation for things that have a story or character. His love of picking started as a hobby but quickly turned into a job that he will have for the rest of his life. Fritz tried to become a fire inspector after high school, but his love for picking stayed with him. He chose to make his hobby a full-time job by opening Frank's Finds, an antique store that showed off his one-of-a-kind finds and rare collectibles. This adventure set him up for future success in the antiques business. Rise to fame with American Pickers. In 2010, Fritz's life changed drastically when he teamed up with childhood friend Mike Wolf to make the reality TV show American Pickers. The show, which debuted on the History Channel, followed Fritz and Wolf as they searched across the United States for lost treasures and forgotten artifacts. Their dynamic partnership and genuine enthusiasm for their work quickly won over viewers, making the show a hit. American Pickers not only showed off Fritz's knowledge of antiques, but also his friendly personality and talent for telling stories. The show's success made Fritz famous and made him a beloved figure in the world of reality television. Over the years, he became known for his keen eye for valuable items and his ability to find interesting stories behind the things he found. Health problems and leaving the show. In recent years, Fritz had a number of health problems that affected his career. In 2021, it was revealed that he had been dealing with Crohn's disease, a chronic inflammatory bowel condition, for a long time. His health problems, along with the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, caused him to be away from American Pickers for a long time. Fritz kept his positive attitude and said he wanted to go back to the show. However, in July 2022, he had a stroke that left him unable to function and with serious problems. His situation needed a lot of medical care and rehabilitation, which is what caused him to leave the series for good. Life and legacy of an individual. Frank Fritz was known for being honest and dedicated to his job. When he wasn't working on American Pickers, he was a private person who loved spending time with his family and friends. He loved sharing his knowledge of antiques and getting people to appreciate the beauty and history of things that have been forgotten. Fritz had a huge effect on the world of antiques and collectibles. Through American Pickers, he brought attention to how important it is to keep history alive and tell the stories behind everyday things. People in the antique community loved him because he could connect with them and find secret gems. When word of his death spread, tributes and memories were written in his honor. Lots of tributes came in from friends, coworkers, and other antiques fans. Mike Wolf's true friend and co-host shared a touching post on social media. "Frank wasn't just my picking partner, he was also my brother. We went on so many adventures and made so many memories together. I will always remember how much he loved old things and how curious he was about the world. Danielle Colby, another co-star on American Pickers, also said nice things about Fritz. She said he was a passionate and kind person who made everyone around him happy. Frank was a great person who loved hunting with all his heart. He will be remembered by the many people he touched. Colby said that show fans had said how sad they were and how grateful they were for Fritz's work. A lot of people talked about how American Pickers made them want to start collecting things and learn about the background behind everyday things. People all over the world will always remember Fritz for how he brought history to life through his findings. The lasting legacy of Frank Fritz. Fritz's legacy goes beyond his work on American Pickers. He helped make the world of antiques and collectibles more popular, inspiring a new generation of pickers. Fritz's love of history and finding hidden stories will continue to have an impact on the antique community for years to come. In his honor, fans and fellow pickers are encouraged to keep exploring and preserving the past. Fritz's life and work serve as a reminder that history is all around us, waiting to be discovered and treasured. Now that Frank Fritz is dead, an age has ended for American Pickers and the world of old things. We will never forget what he did for the show and the antiques community. As we remember his life and legacy, we are reminded of how important it is to keep history alive and how much fun it is to find hidden treasures. Frank Fritz is no longer with us, but his fans and collectors will always remember how much he loved picking.